Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad that you decided to click onto this video. Today I am going to dive in to the new A5 dot grid journals from Love POSH. I'm going to just do a creative spread using the Christmas Love sticker book and the Merry and Bright sticker journaling kit. So if you want to see how this all comes together, stick around. All right, so if you haven't seen my unboxing, let me share with you the newest release from Love POSH. We've got this gorgeous, very hard cover box. You just lift the top and inside is this gorgeous suede, velvety, very luxurious journal. This one is the red. It has gold gilded edges, gold embossing, and you've got Love POSH in the back, and it just feels so good in your hands. I really love the way it feels. So we're going to, let me show you the other color I have. I also have the color fuchsia, and this is just as gorgeous. The difference being that this one has like some floral design, and same thing in the back. And it's so pretty, gold edges as well. But we are going to go with the Christmas color, of course, red. And then I'm going to use these sticker books. So I have an idea in my head. I don't know how well it's going to come to fruition. Fingers crossed that I don't mess this up. And coincidentally, I am going to use the same stickers that I used in the monthly setup when we did the Christmas planner. But the reason I want to use this collection is because of these trees. They're big, they're bright, cheerful, and I want to do something creative with them. And I hope it works out. So we're going to put those to the side. And I don't know how much I'm actually going to use in here. I might use some of the lighter color papers because there isn't a ton of pink, but I will probably use the lettering and maybe this washi tape up here with the gold, not the gold, but the lighted garland. And yeah, we're just gonna see how things come along. Again, I have an idea in my head. I just have to see if I can execute on the idea in my head. So let's open the journal. This is the first time that I'm actually going to dive into it, if you will. It's always really hard to like start a new journal. I don't know if you're anything like me, but it's like you don't want to put anything on the page because what if you mess it up? And I certainly don't want to cut anything on a page in case I mess it up. So I'm gonna skip a couple of pages just because I do want to still do like an entry page, a pocket. I typically will fold a page over and glue it and then make like a pocket. So we're just going to go in a couple of pages, and I'm going to, my idea is to do a sort of like a home for the holidays theme. And I want to use this beautiful house down here at the bottom, and then the trees and like the garland. So we're gonna focus on like a whole spread here. And the first thing we're gonna do potentially is cut down, well, maybe not the very first thing, but I'm gonna cut enough that I can work with it. Let's put it that way. So a couple of tools that I will be using, and if you've watched any of my A5 monthly setups in my Archer and Olive journal, you probably see me use various tools. So one of them is a cutting mat, a paper cutter, some scissors. Occasionally I need a washi cutter, and definitely tweezers. And then I usually use a, what is it called? A blade, I don't think this is it. These are scissors. I probably need to go grab them, but I usually use a gyro cut. I think I'm definitely going to need to grab that for the project that I'm going to do. So we're going to pause right here and I'll come right back. Okay, X-Acto, not an X-Acto knife. This is a gyro cut, an original gyro cut, the original brand. Don't be fooled by imposters. This works really good. I would love to have it in pink or white, but regardless, it's the orange one. It's a gyro cut and it works so good. So can't do that. Can't do this project without that, that's for sure. Okay, so we're gonna get started, and the first thing I'm gonna do is just kind of measure the width of this tree, and I'm gonna say it's 3 and split the middle. Okay, I am going to cut this down just so that I have less work, less space to work with. And I'm gonna make sure that I'm leaving so 3 would be 1.5. And I will preface that I am not a professional by any stretch, so do as I say, not as I do. Okay, so what I'm going to do is sort of create I'm going to try to create a 3D effect with these trees. So I kind of want it raised up a little, and what I do is typically kind of put it in the crease of the book so that you get a good adherence. Okay, and now I'm just going to cut away some of this so that I can gauge where in the back this is going to go. And as you know or don't know, I'm left-handed, so sometimes things are a little wonky for me. And then when I try to use my right hand, it's even worse. So I'm just trying to do a very light touch and cut this out without cutting the binding. And we'll end up going over this with some decor, so it won't be too difficult. Okay, so I just want to make sure that I'm getting a good size tree. So this measured about 2.5. This tree measures about 2.5. So I think it's a good matchup. So we're gonna take that out as well. And I'm just gonna fold it ever so slightly down the middle as best as I can. And then the goal is to kind of line it up with what I've already kind of taken away and down that middle section. And there we have it. Okay. So now the moment of truth. We're going to cut away some of the tree, or I'm sorry, some of the white space. And I'm not going to go like all the way into the sticker. I just want the silhouette of it around it. Okay, and again, I need to cut away this excess. Ever so carefully. I could use my scissors, but I just want to make sure I don't get too much into the binding, because then the pages will just fall out, and we don't want that. Okay. All right. I might have to use my scissors there. And I feel like, yeah, that is the tree. Okay. Yeah, that was the star on the tree. Let me see if I can get, I think what I'm going to try to do is find another little star that I can adhere to that part of the tree. Okay, so this is the part that's tricky when it comes to like this little binding in the middle. I might need to find some way to like cut that down a little bit more or glue it. All right, so my only regret is that I didn't do 3 trees to make it more of a 3D effect. I do have this one. So yeah, that was 2.5. This is 2.5. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to salvage that. So I'm going to go with that. Again, I am not an expert by any means. I just had this idea in my head and I wanted to kind of go with it. So now we are going to go for some sort of florals. And I like these hand-drawn ones, but I also want to be sure that it kind of goes with the theme. But I also really like those I was going to say the snowflakes. Those are clear. Okay. Let's see. All right. Just trying to think what I want to do next here. Ooh, look at that, really bright washi. Ooh, wouldn't that be fun to put the striped washi at the bottom? Let's do that. I'm very excited for you guys to see this release. It's definitely something that I was not expecting when she was kind of giving us some, like, she wanted us to guess, like, something new and different that we haven't done before. And I had no clue. I wasn't even close to guessing what it could possibly be. This is definitely a pleasant surprise for sure. And look how cute that washi really kind of added to the whole scene so far. And I really love thin washi. It's just really easy to use and adds just a little something to a spread without adding too much. So let me know down in the comments if you enjoy using journals. And if you decide to pick this up, what do you plan to use it for? I am definitely going to use this to do some memory keeping for the holidays. And I think what's really fun is to use it year over year. So you could definitely put like pictures in here and kind of make it like a memory keeper for your family. You can do it for Bible study, journaling. I mean, the options are definitely endless. Let's see, I did see some really cute garland, and I do feel like this matches pretty well. So let's see if I can get this lifted without tearing them. There we go. Okay. Let's see where we want to place this. That is so cute. So cute. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and use the other side as well, because we do not hoard stickers here. We're gonna use all the stickers. try to put this on without wrinkling it too much. I think I wrinkled it there just a smidge. That looks so cute so far. Okay. Alrighty. Well, let's see what else we've got here. I really do like that bookstore, but it's too like cartoonish compared to the other collection. So let's go back and I definitely want to use these big bows. We're going to do the presents. I'm going to put them over here on this side. And I'm thinking I could put a bow. Let's see. I was thinking if I put a bow at the top of this tree, I can make it match on both sides. So we're going to do that. I'm just going to cut away some of this white space so that we can see it with the tree. Now, some of this is very extra for sure. I do realize that this isn't necessarily planning or journaling for that matter. But if I haven't told you before, I really did kind of start as a scrapbooker. And that's how I kind of got into the love of stationery and paper and stickers. And I used to have a really large collection of scrapbook paper that I did end up kind of donating a lot of it because it was just very outdated and I knew I wasn't really going to come back to it. My kids were getting older and I wasn't really scrapbooking in the same manner that I did back in the day. And my love of Happy Planner and sticker books entered the picture, and it was all over for scrapbooking for the most part. I even was into Project Life for a little bit, and I still have a collection of those items that I need to get rid of. And I do plan to do that once I start organizing and getting back into my craft room. Okay, so there you go. Now it looks cohesive between the two spreads. Okay. And again, I'm going to do something with this piece right here at some point. Okay. Let's see here. I do like the idea of the door, but I'm not too sure. Oh, maybe let's put it up here with the tree. Oh, wouldn't that be cute if we did a window? Or not a window, but that we could open the door. So let's think about that. put a little hidden message in there. Okay. Didn't get it on the edge exactly. That came up really, really good, in case you didn't notice that. I'm actually gonna just put it here. I'm gonna use my paper trimmer to cut around it. And hopefully I don't cut too much of it off. I could have used my scissors too. What we're gonna do is use the bone folder and the crevice of the paper cutter, because I actually want to fold it like that. Cut it down again. I messed it up a little bit. No. Okay. All right, we're gonna use scissors this time so that I don't muck this up. Okay. And then this side. Okay. So the door hinges this way. It's gonna open up like that. So we're gonna get some adhesive or some double-sided tape. Okay, I only have glue dots right now. It works just the same. I don't know if you can see it on the back side here. Okay, let's see. It's getting stuck to my nail. Okay, I could put it in the middle. I don't know, what do you guys think? Let's put it, oh my goodness, I can't decide. I'm gonna put it right here, and I kind of want to line it up with the dots that are already there. Sort of. Okay. The glue dots are a little bit raised, but I can always, once I get my other glue stick, I can glue that down a little bit better. But so far, so cute. All right. We could hang a couple of wreaths from the I'm gonna hold off on that because I did want to like look for some quotes and see what makes sense. So that says hello December. And we do also have alphabets in here. So I was kind of thinking of doing like home for the holidays. I think that would look pretty cute. So let's check it out. So I'm gonna start with an H. I'm gonna try to put it on straight. I like this. So I want to be mindful of what colors we have here. I'm gonna go with the red M. And then we'll go with the light green E. So if we do home for the, or we do home for the, and then holidays at the bottom, I think that would look good. All right, I like this F. And then we'll have to do the patterned O. And then we got the R. Yeah, I think that's going to be a good placement. So I'm going to gently put the home down, which that didn't go very well, did it? It's going to cover my light bulb, but that's okay. Okay, I'm going to let the F go over that little middle piece ever so slightly. One of the things that I really like about a dot grid, ooh, I was just gonna say that it helps me put letters on straight, and then I go and stick that down all crooked. But you can line them up really well because you've got the dot grid to work with. Okay, so now let's go with a red T, and then we'll have to go with green H, and then for E, we're gonna end it with the polka dots again. Oh, so close. I learned this trick from Kelva Plan and Marielle, a girl with a plan. Okay, so last word, holidays. So we got H, And then you got this O. Got plenty of L's. I got a lot of red. I, D, A, and then Y. So I feel like we're going to go with a very, very red theme here. What are my options for L's? Okay, so we're gonna have to go here. Yeah, I think holiday is gonna be all red, which is totally okay. I'm gonna go with the plaid eye, and then dark for the D. We'll go light red for the A. And then, oh good, we have a stripey for the Y. And then S will go dark. Oh good, that worked out so good. Okay, I wanna be careful that I don't mess this up. All right, so I'm either gonna put it down here. Now I regret putting my door here. I wonder if it's too late. Yeah, I think that's stuck there. So I think we're gonna have to commit to putting it here. And I think that's gonna be just fine. I'm gonna let these go on first. I want this eye like right in that crevice. Then we'll go with these, and hopefully it all lines up pretty good. Perfect. All right, I think that looks really good. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut away a little bit of this because it's a little bit sticky. All right, let's go back to this kit and I wonder if we could get away with some of these candy canes. Don't like that they're turned the same direction, but that's fine. Oh look, there was some stars. I could have used one of those for the top of the tree. Darn. Okay. I really love those garlands. I just don't know that they'll like work with the spread. What else can we do here? I kind of like that nutcracker. He is on clear, so we would have to maybe cut him out. Oh, look at the little puppy. Oh, we definitely have to take the puppy and she's going to be sitting by the door waiting for her owners to come home. Or maybe we put her inside of the door. How about that? Or, yeah, there we go. Well, let's see. We don't want her getting covered by the door. Let's do this. There she goes. Okay. We've got some more presents. Oh, look at the Live Love Posh mailbox. That is so cute. I didn't even notice that before. Very cute. Got some lamppost. Got a deer. Poinsettias. I really need the pink theme. So we're gonna come back to this, and I think what we'll do is just kind of go with the snowflakes. So I'm gonna put that on the side. Got this one. They're kind of really big, aren't they? That works. I don't know if that's the same one that I tried to use before. Okay. I think I'm going to go back and try to use that nutcracker that I saw. There's a blue one. I like that stocking. Here he is. Oh, he's so handsome. Okay. Let's see. He's very transparent, so I feel like he needs to go on some white sticker paper for sure. So let's hold on to that. Don't really see anything else that I can utilize. But I do feel like this is pretty much done. Let me grab some sticker paper. Okay, so I grabbed some white sticker paper, and we're just gonna cut around him a little bit. It doesn't have to be too perfect because the white will kind of blend into the journal. Which, by the way, if you haven't noticed, this journal is a pretty good white paper. It's not yellowish or anything like that, so you don't have to worry about the stickers kind of standing out too badly. Okay. I'm gonna cut that excess away. It makes it easier to fussy cut. The other thing that helps is to hold it with tweezers Kind of helps you maneuver it a lot better. Okay, almost there. Just gotta get around his little hat. Ta-da! Okay. Okay, so now, let's see. Let's put him kind of in the middle of that snowflake. So cute. Oh my goodness. It's adorable. I love it. Oh, what else can we do? What else can we do? I do want to bring in these little bits of pink in between the letters, just so I want to bring some of that pink up into the lettering, since it's predominantly like red and green. I think that works pretty good. Adorable. Okay. Just wondering if I can throw in a little quote. Snowflake wishes. Oh, I don't think I want to introduce that darker color, so we're just going to put that back for now. Okay, I think we can call this done. We do have that tiny, tiny quote in red. Oh, we have some red candy canes, big pink bow. But I don't think these necessarily go with the scene, but they'll make for a very adorable spread otherwise. Okay, I think we're gonna call it done. Just want to clean up my mess over here. Okay, so we've got this little kind of pop-up tree. You got a little door that you can, like, I don't know, write something special in it. I could have probably put a quote or something, but otherwise, there we have our home for the holidays spread. I think it's really simple, really sweet, something just real easy to start with if you haven't done any like journaling or tried your hand at getting creative. You know, you don't necessarily have to write anything. You can just simply decorate, make something pretty and fun, interactive, and call it done. So, all right. Thank you for sticking around this long. If you liked this video, make sure to hit the like button. Subscribe so you can be notified when I post my next video. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Take care, friends. Bye.